We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Go.
No, 58. 54. Hey.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
No. 58.
Here we go.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
319.
All day. All day.
26.
Rodgers now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Senator, 258.
Walk 54. Walk 54. It's time to win.
On the toss, here's Williams. Touchdown, Packers! Jamal Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? To the mic, boy. 42. 42's the mic.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Lindsay, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come.
Now a carry for Lindsay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. Check 93 for Mike. 93.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Watch
36. Shit. Shit. Shit.
24.
Here's Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down by
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On third down, Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Jump out! Switch. Check 24. Go to 50. Mike, 51. Not today, you are. Not today.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas, run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and he'll get plenty more plays just like that.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 64 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Here we go, D. 35's the Mike.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go, go. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
In your face.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Jump out!
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see, 99 yards of field in front of you.
And it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 4-yard line.
On set. 50. Check, 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 check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Go. On me.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
It's our field.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
They do not score. Come on, set. Keep the Pittsburgh. Yo. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, 50.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Under 10. 26. 10.
Now Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, check 26.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now Jackson on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here we go. Good team on it. Good team on it. Coming to you. Coming to you.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Jackson now. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable. Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Play action. It's Jackson. Here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Davis now to return it. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Connect north. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. The big fella. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Check it back.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
That's what I do.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
What is 50? Mike 55. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They can't hang with us.
Running right, Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers, rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Easy. Hey, exit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Boom.
54. Mike 54. Woo-hoo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, 88. Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54,
Hey, watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
35's the Mike. Watch the run.
To throw is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Get 300. Get 300. 319. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 50. Get 300. Get 300. Plant. Mike, 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's going. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Check 30.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you... And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
3 down. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm on.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Brings up second and...
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tight end left. We got 4. Off. Go. Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the screen.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Broncos,